Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. Today we are going to see hardships of personal loss to women. How women are suffered because of our religious personal loss. In this video I will explain about this. Content for this video I given in the description, you can go through and study. For succession in Hindu law, agnates, that is male relation, are preferred to cognates, that is female relation, as a matter of principle. Similarly, in Muslim law, daughters are entitled to only half the share of sons upon the death of either parent. It is for equal share for persons of all gender identities across religions. The Hindu Succession Act is grounded in the patriarchal notion that upon marriage, the woman severs all ties with her birth family. As a result, upon her death, her own parents cannot inherit from her if her husband or if any of her heirs, no matter how distant or alive. Different laws that apply to Hindus are not all gender just. If you look at the Hindu Succession Act, for instance, if a man dies and his wife has predeceased him and they don't have children, then his property goes to his family. But if a woman dies and her husband has died earlier and they don't have children, then her property does not go to her family but goes to her husband relatives. The Christian personal law gives priority to men in the rights of guardianship. When Parsi men marry women of a different religion but have more property rights, denying property rights to a Parsi woman who marries a man of a different religion and denying the right to adopt to a Parsi woman is against the fundamental equality of the Constitution. According to family laws in India, a family consists of a couple and their minor or dependent children towards whom they have responsibilities. In case of a married woman, her husband's parents are recognized as her family. If the government is committed to gender equality within the family, it must make provisions for a matrimonial property regime. In many northern and western societies, daughters are routinely compelled to sign away their ancestral property rights in favor of their brothers through relinquishment deeds referred to as Haq Dayak in Punjab and Haryana and Rajasthan. All India Women's Conference expressed its disappointment with the male-dominated Brahmin legislature, and Lakshmi Menon said in All India Women Conference in 1933, the members in the Legislative Assembly who are men will not help us in bringing any drastic changes which will be benefit to us. The Supreme Court order of 2014 declaring that Muslim Shariat court have no legal sanction drew a sharp reaction from some Muslim clerics who tried to defend the right to practice their religion, including the issue of fatwas under the Constitution guarantee of religious freedom. The case pertained to a woman who was raped by her father-in-law. Following the incident, the village panchayat passed a fatwa asking her to treat him as her husband. The Dar-ul-Ulum declared that she had become ineligible to live with her husband. This was endorsed by All India Muslim Personal Law Board. One of the bizarre arguments offered was that it was a punishment for the father-in-law to live and maintain the girl whom he had raped. Women in our country have been suffering for centuries under the burden of patriarchal and discriminatory personal laws in all religious communities. We are not in favor of a uniform civil code, as just having uniform laws will not result in women getting equal rights or in wiping out the discrimination inherent in various degrees in these personal laws. This is because uniformity per se does not mean equality and cannot be equated with equality and justice for women. We also feel that uniformity is neither necessary nor desirable in India today. A nation must protect its women and give them total freedom and equal opportunities as men. Only then will society be truly developed, modern and civilized. Religious organizations advocate for the preservation of discriminatory practices against women in the name of religious freedom or cultural practices. Gender discrimination against women cannot be eradicated through general civil law, because social constraints are a major obstacle to achieving gender equality. Personal laws make women have no equal rights. Reforms should be made in them. There is no difference of opinion that changes should be made. In other words, it is the duty of social movements and political parties to bring reforms. But instead of making such reforms, the common civil law is being used as a weapon against Muslims. Bible talks about hardships of women by personal religious laws. James chapter 1 verse 27. Pure and faultless religion before God the Father is this: to look up the fatherless and widows in their trouble and keep oneself unsupported from the world. And Isaiah chapter 1 verse 17. Learn to do good, seek justice, relieve the oppressed, sow justice to the fatherless, bleed for the widow. Amen.